Namaste, everyone. Happy to see you here. So I'm doing this in response to a mail I got with some questions about the practice and the process that person is in. And the main gist of the question had to do with death and rebirth. And of course, this Vajravarani symbol is very much about death and rebirth, in the sense that it is letting go completely of the individual patterns and conditioning and allowing the fire coming from the friction between the universal awareness and the individual attachments. That creates an inner fire, which I know most of you have experienced and are experiencing to some degree. You know, as soon as you start asking for a deeper state of awareness than your everyday patterns, certain inner fire is created. And that's a good thing. You know, the more inner fire there is, the more you rise. It's natural, isn't it? You know, you're burning up your own patterns and attachments, and your awareness rises, your energy rises, and you are free of being stuck with all of those patterns. You can act consciously instead of being on autopilot. So this is what this Vajravarani symbolizes, and it's a very powerful symbol of the female energy, the Shakti, the kundalini rising, and the Dakini, you know, typically will be standing on one foot and dancing wildly. And that is being taken with the passion of the universal. The life force itself is what frees us. So this person who asked this question also asked about, you know, what is the difference between letting go of something that it is easy to let go of and something that is hard to let go of. And of course, it is easy to let go of something we don't really want. It's not so hard. I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want to be. You know, you can make some changes to your routines and you take care of those things. But the things that are really difficult to let go of are the things that you want. And it's not that it's anything wrong with wanting anything. But what creates problems for us is when we are stuck in things that we want and we cannot feel the deeper awareness at the core of that want. You know, the witness awareness, the pure awareness that we all are, is free of all that we want. It is beyond life and death. So it's beyond the life and the death and rebirth process. And the person also asked, what will I focus on when I'm letting go of some of the things that are hard, that I really want? Well, the thing you focus on then is your basic pure awareness. That's all. And you are, you know, when you are in that state of unity with your pure awareness, then you are in a state of balance. Even though you look at this sculpture, she is standing on one foot and wildly flowing with energy, but she's still balanced. She's at ease in herself, in the middle of that magnificent fire of her inner liberation. So my wish for all of you, to the degree that you want it, is to achieve that kind of rising energy experience, that you really feel that energy rising from the fire within yourself, that you let go, even of the things that are hard to let go of, that you really want. But, you know, the thing that you are doing by letting go of the things that you really want is that you are letting your deeper energy rule. You're letting whatever is natural for you to come out. You're not chasing after anything or clinging to anything. And I'm sure all of you know, to some degree at least, what happens when you chase and cling. You strangle whatever you are chasing after, or you stumble and fall and never reach what you chase after. And even if you catch it, you know, it doesn't satisfy you to the degree that you thought it would, because it is temporary. The only thing that is not temporary is what is beyond life and death. And that is the simple, pure awareness. I am. I am. And there's a tremendous gratitude in that. There's a tremendous upliftment, freedom in that, incredible power in that. Not power in the sense of wanting to manipulate anybody, although it can be used for that also in a mistaken way. But the power is to really be a force in your environment and in this life, on this planet, that is really needed, which is, you know, this purer state of being in surrender instead of fighting and fussing and complaining and suffering. Suffering comes from our mind. You know, we are thinking about this and that. I want this, I don't get that. Why doesn't this happen? Why doesn't that happen? All of that kind of stuff is suffering we bring upon ourselves through the judging mind, analytical mind. Pain is something else again, that we have to count on coming. You know, pain is a natural state. Nothing wrong with pain. You learn from it. As all of you know, most of you know, my teacher Rudy said, pain is God's love. It's the way the universal shows us that there is a friction between all of our conditioning and our deeper inner state of energy flow and awareness. So it's a constant reminder. And therefore, you know, it's a continuous process until the day we die. That death and rebirth process happens all the time. But we have to open to it